Hi and welcome to my first video here on YouTube. How exciting! I finally made it here onto this platform and I'm really excited to share lots of things with you guys. So thank you for all the positive vibes and all the comments, all the likes, everything that you guys have been doing for glowbyjk. And this is just another way for me to connect with you guys and give you basically the answers to the questions that you've always been asking me. So stay tuned to see what today's video is about. So today's video is basically about the most common question that I get asked as a makeup artist, and that is basically how to prep your skin before you put on makeup. Now, this seems like a very, very easy thing to do, and often a lot of people tend to make the mistake here and their makeup ends up flaking off, melting off, or becoming just really cakey. So I'm going to give you my 5 top tricks to how to keep your makeup looking very fresh and flawless. So, number 1, always, always, always assess your skin. Now, what I mean by this is when you wake up in the morning, you should be able to figure out what your skin's mood is for the day. I know this sounds really silly, but in actual fact, I do this every day, especially when I'm going to be wearing makeup. I really need to know what my skin is feeling. And now this can be reflective of your diet, whether you've had, a few to drink the night before, or you're not exercising regularly, and also basically, most importantly, your water intake. So what I tend to do is I wake up in the morning and I just get my 2 fingers and just tend to press down on the cheeks here and on my forehead and just basically see what my skin is feeling. Sometimes my skin can be oily and sometimes it can be dry. So that way it puts me right in the middle of the spectrum with normal to combination skin. Then what I do is basically choose the right face wash for my skin. Now this sounds like a little bit silly, but I actually have 3 different types of face washes that I use according to my skin. So basically I choose the right face wash and then I wash my face. Now, washing your face is a separate technique altogether, and I'm just going to give you a little tip here because I will be making another video about how to wash your face and make sure your skin is very nice and clear. And that is basically when you put on your face wash, which should be a foaming face wash, is to just rub it into circular motions all around your T-zone. And that is really important because basically that's where all the sort of dirt tends to hide as well. So, number 2, toning your skin. Now in Australia, we have very, very harsh climates. So we tend to have very, very hot summers or very cool and crisp winters, which are not as cold as the snow, but it's still cold. And what we want to do is make sure that we're toning our skin, meaning we're taking care of it a step further. Now, toning your skin means you could use my favorite toner, which is actually witch hazel, which you can grab from Woolies, and it's about $9. It is really, really good. And what it does is it shrinks your pores. So you don't need to be buying those really expensive primers that are not actually going to shrink your pores. So basically, just take good care of your skin and use a toner. Number 3. Number 3 is very, very important, and that is about choosing your serum. Now your serum is basically 2 types. So you're going to use one for your under eyes and you're also going to use one for your skin. Now serums are something that a lot of people tend to avoid because they think it's an anti-aging, I don't need it, blah, blah, blah. But actually, once you hit your 20s, you should be using a serum. Not a very high intensive serum, but actually a serum that is really hydrating and also anti-aging. So I use an eye cream and I just pop it using my ring fingers and you just dab it under your skin. You don't need to go around like that. You actually just need to control the blood flow, which is right in your socket. And then go in with the skin serum, which you can use Estee Lauder, the Night Renewal is really good, or you can just use one that you can get from your local chemist, Priceline or Kmart. They all work the same. And then with your serum, dab it onto your forehead, on your cheeks, and just on your chin, and just pat it in. Do not pot wash it into your face because that is not going to help anybody. Then easily. You just let it on for 2 minutes. For 2 minutes, let it dry and seep into your skin. Number 4. So number 4 is all about moisturizer. Now, depending on the type of skin you have, you need to make sure that you've actually got the right moisturizer. So if you have dry skin, I always recommend using a moisturizer that has a little bit of rosehip oil or jojoba oil or anything that kind of keeps your skin hydrated. If you have normal combination skin, I guess you could use whatever's on the market. I don't think it's going to cause much of a problem. And if you have oily skin, make sure that you're not using products with lots of chemicals and lots of oils. Make sure, girls and boys, that you're always reading your package of what you buy. Make sure you turn it over, you see what's in it, because there are a lot of companies out there that are putting a lot of harsh chemicals into your everyday products, and you want to make sure that you are not actually mistreating your skin. Number 5. Number 5 is my most favorite product, and some of you out there are going to think I'm crazy for saying that this is my most favorite product, but in actual fact, it's sunscreen. And the biggest myth that we tend to have in the makeup industry is that sunscreen is bad. Sunscreen causes this, sunscreen does this, sunscreen helps. No, the actual truth is that sunscreen is really good under makeup, and it all depends on what sunscreen you're using. So for example, I always wear sunscreen, regardless of whether I'm wearing makeup or not wearing makeup that day, regardless of whether I'm going out or not going out. It seems a little bit extreme, but in actual fact, that is actually the key to why my skin hasn't aged as badly as it could have, basically. So my favorite sunscreen that I use is the Cetaphil 50+. This is something that you can buy from Chemist Warehouse or Priceline. I think you can buy it from Big W and Kmart as well. Just see your local stores. And it is phenomenal. It makes your foundation stick like glue and everything is flawless. So make sure you wear sunscreen under your makeup, especially if you're in Australia or anywhere where it's hot and sunny, because the sun's rays are not stopping for nobody's wrinkles. And make sure that you take very good care of your skin. And just an extra tip on the side is if you have any flaky or dry spots on your skin, I definitely recommend using a face oil before you apply any moisturizer or sunscreen, just because it is really good for evening out your skin tone and also helping the foundation apply very nicely. So basically that's all the kind of tips I have for you for how to prep your skin before you wear makeup. So please let me know what you thought of this video and what you'd like to see next, because at the end of the day, I'm doing this because you guys really wanted me to come onto YouTube. And also hit the subscribe button below. I really want you guys to keep up with basically what I'm going to be bringing out next. And also give it a thumbs up. Give it a subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I really look forward to hearing from you guys soon. Thank you and have a lovely day. Bye.